if you are taking the bar exam and you're trying to figure out how you want to organize your essays, hear me out. A lot of people ask me if I prefer CREAC or IRAC. CREAC is conclusion, issue, rule, analysis, conclusion, whereas IRAC is issue, rule, analysis, conclusion. They basically cover the same thing in a different order, right? But I implore you to consider, if you're using CREAC, right, and you do conclusion, issue, rule, analysis, conclusion, and the first thing at your paper is a conclusion that's wrong, you're priming the graders to assume that the rest of what you have to say is incorrect. That's not to say that they don't grade the rest of it. That's not to say they don't read the rest of it. That's not to say that that's how all of them will feel, right? But by human nature, if the first thing you see on someone's paper is wrong, you're going to presume that everything else is incorrect, right? And so I implore my students to use IRAC because it is really hard to have a wrong issue statement, right? Because oftentimes the issue statement is basically given to you in the form of the question where you just change it into the issue is whether. So my preference is that students use IRAC. I think it's A, a better organization tool, B, I think it's what most law schools teach, and C, it doesn't allow for the grader to be primed that you got the answer incorrect if you did get it incorrect because you put the conclusion at the beginning of your argument.